Everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm reviewing a shoe that has seriously impressed me. That is the Brooks Hyperion 2. So I think currently I'm at like 280 miles. Actually ran yesterday, so probably a little over that, like maybe 285. But I've put a lot of miles on these bad boys, not only training, whether I'm racing, sprinting, or just vibing on a casual run. I have put these bad boys to the test. As you can see, they're extremely dirty. But this shoe has totally earned a spot in my favorites. So this video is all about my thoughts and what I love about the Brooks Hyperion 2. Let's get into it. Now, I do feel like they are true to size. I do have a little bit wider. I like a little bit wider of a toe box, and these are kind of like right in between. I feel like if you like narrow or wide, this shoe is perfect because it's kind of like that in-between fit. It's not really super snug on me. I have a little bit wider foot at the top, and it fits lovely. I don't feel like there's any kind of rubbing. So they do have a slighter rockered feel. You can kind of see how they're shaped. It's not in an aggressive way, and I think it kind of leads for that like smooth, and it helps with like speed as you roll forward onto the toe. And I really appreciate that. I really like it. It helps me feel faster. Again, these are so light. Yeah, I love them. I feel like I'm gonna have to wash my hands because these are dirty, but like, I can't explain how much I love these shoes. So let's get into like the tech specs, and I'll tell you a little bit about like what you can expect in this shoe. And if you are curious, I did do a Brooks review on the Ghost Max 16, and the I think I'm wearing them currently. I'm wearing them currently. On these are the Ghost. These might be the Ghost 16. I don't know. I did another review. I'll show you here. And if you're curious on those Brooks, you can go take a look at them. But I will tell you that I'm just a Brooks girly. I love their shoes. These I actually transitioned into my walking shoes. They were too heavy for the type of running I'm doing. But if you're doing just like a casual, like 1-2 miles, like they're probably perfect for you. So like check out that review if you want to see those shoes. But yeah, let's get into the tech specs for these. Okay, so I've said that these are so light like 500 times. How many times can I say it again? These are really, really light. They come in at a whopping 6.8 ounces. This is the women's size 7. So that is the weight. There is an 8mm drop for these shoes. And then in terms of stack height, it's about 24mm for foot, and then 32mm for heel. So that's kind of like the initial specs. When it comes to midsole, there is a DNA flash cushioning with a nitrogen infusion for the midsole. For upper, it's more light. For the upper, it's lightweight, breathable mesh, which I really appreciate, especially in these hot summer months when we're running outside. You get a little bit of flexibility with how your feet feel in sweat. It helps keep them a little bit more cooler. The outer sole, you got rubber coverage in high impact areas for durability. So again, I've run 280 miles on these. Look at the soles, still very much intact, and that's 280 miles. I will say of the shoes that I've tried, it's probably one of Brooks's lightest shoes. It's built for speed. When I did the Brooks test, I was looking for a shoe that made me faster and was lighter so that I could be faster. And this is what was recommended to me. The nitrogen infused DNA flash foam gives you like a pop without feeling unstable. So I will say that like some of my other Brooks, like they're a little bit too chunky. Again, these guys, they're just a little bit more chunky of a shoe, which is not really for me for running fast and speed. I love these. So I've used the Hyperion 2s for literally everything. Originally, I had just started using them as a race shoe and I was only racing in them. But then as I started to get into longer distances and different types of runs, I ended up just kind of using it as my go-to outdoor shoe. I don't really do a lot of tread running during the summer because it's nice outside. So I kind of stopped using these on the tread, but I've even taken them on the tread. Anything from sprint intervals, progression runs, long distance, race days, recovery jogs, you name it, we've done it in these shoes. They shine the most on race days, and that's because they're so light, they're very durable, and I feel very fast in them. Again, at 280 plus miles, they're still holding up. I will say probably will get another pair just because I want another color, but I will use these until they hit their max mileage, which is probably around like 500 miles. Maybe before that, depending on like how they actually wither. I will say the foam hasn't gone flat. The grip is still solid. Like I say, you can see the grip on the bottom of them. And also depends on how you run. I will say I'm a little like heavier here, so you can kind of see that they've worn a little bit, but 280 miles for just a tiny bit of a sole give, like pretty good, I would say. I don't feel like they're bottoming out yet, and that's pretty impressive for a very like shoe that's like so light. Like there's really not a lot to it, so I feel like it's very impressive in my opinion. Okay, so who is this shoe for? Is this shoe for you? I don't know. Maybe. The great thing is Brooks has an amazing return policy within 90 days. You use this shoe, beat the shit out of it. You don't like it, you can return it. Please be respectful of their return policy. Don't abuse it. It is a really good one. But again, if you use these after a couple of runs, you don't like them, you can return them and let them know. But I will say you will love them if you're looking for a shoe that feels fast, doesn't weigh you down, and can really double as both a speed, a race day, and just like an everyday run shoe. Races I've been running mostly 10 and 5Ks. I am training for my half marathon, the first of this year. I do have a second half marathon already planned for 2026, and I can guarantee that these are the shoes that I'll probably be running in. So if you're looking for something that's like very plush or like foamy, adds a lot of like, support, I don't know if this would be the right shoe for you. You might want to check out my other Brooks video, maybe the Go 16. I will say that some people don't like running in these shoes for long distances just because, it's not very plush. It's not really what it's built for, but for me, I like it. I don't like heavy shoes weighing me down when I'm trying to be fast in marathons, half marathons. So I definitely think if you're looking for a lighter shoe and you don't want, like, you're not really looking for that like cushiony feel, that you should give these a try. Okay, to wrap it all up, pros: extremely lightweight, breathable, and fast drying because of the mesh and the knit. A snappy, very efficient ride. It's durable for speed and it's versatile. You can wear them on race day or you can just casually wear them for a jog. Some of the cons, not cons for me, but for some that might feel that they're cons to the shoe. It's not super cushioned, so it's not ideal if you're just trying to do a recovery day or just maybe only run like 1 or 2 miles, or you're like, not really into being quick and fast and want to be like, have that fast turnover, etc. If you want more of a cushioned shoe, this one's probably not for you. Check out the Brooks Ghost. If you have really wide feet, this may not work. If you have kind of like a standard foot or a little bit narrow, like these are good. I will say that the toe box is a little bit more narrow. It's not very wide at all. So if you have a really wide foot or you normally buy wide shoes, this one might not fit you correctly. It might not feel good. So try it out and see if you like it. If you don't, then we'll have to find a shoe that's a little bit wider toe box. The laces, this is like such a minor con. The laces are a little bit long and they're clunky and they kind of clunk around. It doesn't bother me much, but if you have sensory issues, this might piss you off. So you could always exchange the laces. And to be honest, I think these came with a second pair of laces. I have no idea if they did because I don't know where the box went to, but that's like a minor detail. But for my sensory folks out there that like things bother you, I get it. It bothers me too. It doesn't really bother me on this. So do with that what you will. So I've tried a lot of shoes. Again, I'm a Brooks girly. I will say I veered off Brooks for a little bit to go to On Clouds, and I did not like running in my On Clouds. Great shoe, great like you know, everyday kind of cute casual shoe. Wore them in Disneyland. They were great. I don't know if I ever did an on cloud review of those. I may have. If I did do one, I will link it somewhere, but I don't think I have. But just not the right runner for me. And so I went back to Brooks, my true love for running shoe. And I started with the Ghost again, and I transitioned to this. I have a lot of experience running. I've been running for years. Been doing a lot of races. This year I've been training like crazy. Last year trained like crazy. There's a lot of miles on these. And I will say that, like, after using the Hyperion 2s, I probably won't reach for another shoe again. This will be my tried and true, unless Brooks comes out with a different shoe that is even lighter or like something different for racers. I'm always willing to give it a try. So, but for now I'm reaching for these bad boys. So again, if you're looking for like a lightweight, fast shoe that can handle a little bit of everything, this might just be your new favorite shoe. You should check it out. This is not a paid promotion, by the way. I'm not even paid for this. This is my just honest review of the shoe I love. If you want to see more gear reviews, let me know. Race updates, what type of races we're running. If you're new here, I am doing 40 races before my 40th birthday. That is coming up in the next 2-ish years. I turn 38 in November, and we're already at race number 8. So I should probably do a race update soon. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review. Again, love these shoes. If you try them, definitely let me know. I'm curious your thoughts. If you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up, give us a like, subscribe, and share with all of your fellow runners so that they can get an idea of what the Hyperion 2 can provide. And stay tuned because we have a lot of good stuff coming. Okay, we'll see you next time.